Come and have a look.
They might be high school kids, but Jacinta Allan wants every Victorian to see the new metro tunnel.
Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Labor hopes voters agree. 12 months out from the election, the Premier has tunnel vision.
Well, it's big for Victoria's future. That's why I'm so passionate about continuing to build the infrastructure, also the homes that our city and state needs.
But there's plenty in the present that has voters worried. Crime, cost of living and taxes frustrating business.
People and businesses are investing. There are a lot of people who like to talk Victoria down and, you know, I think that's unacceptable.
What do you say to Victorians who feel the same way?
There is no doubt there's some real complexities and challenges in our community. Complexities and challenges that we've not ever seen before.
That's driven voter angst.
What we're looking at is a structural problem that both major parties have with their primary vote.
Recent polls show primary support for Labor has dropped since the 2022 election, but it hasn't all flowed to the opposition.
I wouldn't rule out a hung parliament. At the moment, I would still lean towards Labor pulling this off. In Melbourne, Labor's doing a little bit better. And that matters because obviously that's where most of the seats are.
Despite everything that's happened in the past 3 years, the coalition does have a mountain to climb to win government. Last election, Labor won 56 seats in the 88-person chamber. The coalition now has 29, consisting of 20 Liberals and 9 Nationals, and the Greens have 3. That means Jess Wilson's team needs to win 16 seats to get to the magic number of 45, all while not losing any.
Well done.
Hello. Oh, congratulations.
Jess Wilson is still getting used to the job.
People are desperate to see change.
Her party has had 3 leaders in 11 months, but she's popular in her Q seat.
Getting on top of the budget and managing the finances of the state as the most important thing that I can do.
Jess Wilson also wants a fight on housing. She doesn't back Labor's plan to build up.
I don't think everyone wants to live in an apartment, and that's certainly the feedback I get, is that people want choice of housing.
Stamp duty reform could be part of the solution.
I see a lot of, here but in other parts of Melbourne as well, is the fact that we're seeing sort of older residents in large homes deciding not to downsize because of the transaction cost of doing that. I think downsizing is part of the solution.
Jess Wilson believes she's different because she is 35 and a woman. It will help the Liberals reach younger voters, but it will only go so far.
The brand problem is always the brand problem. You can change your CEO, but if you're selling a product that no one wants to buy, you've got a problem.
Labor is hamstrung by the state of the budget. Jess Wilson and business allies believe growing debt can sink Labor.
It's not as big a problem as many people assume it to be, and that's because most of it is backed by assets. It's not that it's been wasted on salaries.
The coalition has already promised at least $5 billion in tax cuts without explaining how it will cover the cost.
You can't cut taxes and repair the budget. In fact, it would be reckless, in my view, to be putting in place tax cuts right now while the budget is barely back into surplus.
The Premier hopes what's going on beneath Melbourne will help her rise in 2026 and keep voters' minds off the budget. Jess Wilson will be trying to do the opposite. Her task is to convince Victorians her team is united and capable of leading the state. Richard Willingham, ABC News, Melbourne.